Well, shiver me timbers, Captain Maze. What do we have here?
Look at these two greenies, absolutely down on their luck.
Hey, you! Are you tired of being a landlubber?
Are you looking for greatness and adventure?
Are you really clumsy and bad at aiming?
Well then, you two would be perfect recruits for my ship of fools.
Let's weigh anchor! It's time for a video game book club where we play games suggested by our crew. I'm Captain Peppy.
And I have scurvy. Today we sail the stormy seas on the Ship of Fools by Fika Productions. Let's set sail and search for treasure, adventure, and co-op fun.
Can a couple of seafaring scalawags survive the briny deep? For the sake of this YouTube channel, let's hope so, because dead men tell no tales.
Much like many other roguelites, Ship of Fools is full of fun characters, upgrades, and choosing your own path as you progress through the levels.
If you're anything like us,
and struggle with what you first start off with, you'll definitely want to check out the upgrades to your cannons as well as unlocking loot you can find in your playthrough. Pay to strengthen your cannons, and play around with different cannons until you find a playstyle that suits you.
You also unlock characters as you progress through the game and meet certain criteria. An example of this could be completing an entire map without taking damage.
That being the case, there's a lot of strategy as you choose your route through the high seas.
Map out the areas you plan to hit as you prepare for the boss fight. The difficulty of the boss fight depends on how well you planned your journey through each level. While adventuring, you can find different ammo, curses, and other surprises to help or hurt you throughout the level.
There's so much more to unlock and learn as you beat each area and eventually the final boss. I'd have to walk the plank if I told you about all that, so you'll have to find that out for yourself. For now, it's time to grab an orange and dive into our book club questions.
Okay, Captain Maze, what was your first impression of Ship of Fools?
Like we mentioned in the beginning of the video, I feel like it took me a little while to get used to the game just because the first cannon that you get, I didn't jive with that much.
That's kind of interesting because the default cannon, the first cannon, was my favorite.
Although to be honest, in my playthrough that we played, I think we kind of bumped up that first cannon like crazy. But once I got a hold of the dual cannons and can play around with some of the synergies of different ammo types, I think that's when we started to get really good at this.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I totally forgot our default cannon's like max level, so I probably enjoy using it because it's OP.
Exactly. Also, I'm kind of like greedy, so I want to use the different types of ammo that we get, so I want to use the oil and use the eggs. But with just the normal cannon, you can only load up one, but with dual cannons, you can load up two.
Yeah, that's pretty good because the ammo synergies synergize very well together. Excuse my extensive vocabulary. Thank you. Anyways.
Yeah, for sure. Mr. Thesaurus. Good stuff, man. What was your first impressions of the game?
Honestly, I found the default PC controls a bit janky. But what I really want for controls, I want a full-on ship helm, and I want a cannon.
For sure. Getting a full cannon rig like a racing sim and you're just holding a cannon. You gotta pick it up to lift it, move around the house on a treadmill or something. Would be amazing.
Exactly. Imagine a racing sim, except the whole room is rocking back and forth. I'm slightly damp. The environment is moist. Okay, rum everywhere.
Oh my god.
There's rum everywhere. Everyone smells like BO, and I have scurvy. Okay.
Yeah, and you're sick, right? Exactly.
That's my ideal control setup. But I didn't have that. I had a mouse and keyboard, and it really took me about 10 minutes every single time I wanted to play to get used to the controls again. One interaction I dealt with a lot was accidentally picking up or dropping things by accident. Like, it felt like I was playing Overcooked sometimes.
The pickup and use, I kept mixing up all the time too. So when I wanted to actually use the cannon, I pick it up and I'm not there anymore. And I gotta put it back down and start using it in order to shoot whatever I was trying to shoot. So I do agree with that.
Another thing I found interesting was each playthrough was very different depending on the type of ammo I found. Now, of course, this is by design, but I'm talking huge swings. Some playthroughs would be super easy and some playthroughs would be pretty difficult, just depending on if I had the right sort of chicken egg or saw blade ammo at my disposal.
Yeah, and with the prices of the eggs recently, kind of feels wrong to use the eggs as ammunition, so gotta do what you gotta do, but it kind of hurts our bank accounts a little bit, you know?
Alright, Maze, what would have made the game better, in your opinion?
A good partner. Finding a good partner to play with is the key to winning this game. I myself, honestly, I wasn't so lucky in my playthroughs and felt like something was holding me back a lot each time we were playing, so...
Oh, that's really weird because I was probably your partner every game. That's weird because I had the same issue, Maze. I really wish my partner was just one of those seagulls flying around. Yeah, I think we should settle this like men. 1v1 on ARAM, sword fight to the death on the poop deck right now.
Gangplank only, baby! Now it's time for a new recurring segment. With a full host of different characters we can play as, let's get into book.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that about wraps it up for this book club.
Sorry, Mom. Alright, Peppy. That was a pretty good book club session. Do you have any closing statements?
Yeah. I grew up with the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, so honestly, I wish I was a pirate. I wish I sailed the 7 seas. And I wish I spent every day drinking rum and plundering booty. How about you?
My closing statement? Betty, Shelby, and Finley.